Okay, I do not usually make videos like this, reviewing a certain episode of an anime. I don't even know if that's going to be what this video is. But this video is just going to be me freaking out about Steins Gate episode 21 and possibly me rambling about how great this series has become. So my friend all the way back last year, around October, November I believe, recommended me Steins Gate. That friend is Kingdom Maze. Shout out to his channel. He probably has a Steins Gate video coming up today whenever I upload this. If it's already up, I don't know. Go check his channel out, link below in the description. I was looking for a good anime to watch. I asked him what good animes are there, and he recommended me Steins Gate because he told me, and this is what really caught my eye, that Steins Gate is one of the few animes, few stories in general to do time travel 100% right. And when I watched this show, I was like, that's really interesting, because I've always been, ever since I was a kid, I've always been interested in the concept of time travel. It's something humans in general have been interested in for years, a millennia. And hearing that the aspect of time travel was done right in an anime, like fully from beginning to end, was very rare to me, and I was surprised I haven't heard of this anime before. So I watched Steins Gate last year. I ended up binge watching it all night, all 25 episodes. I cannot believe, is it 25, 26? I don't know. But I watched all of the episodes in one night, one day. I can't believe I did that. My sleep schedule was screwed up after that for a straight week or two. And going into episode 1, episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, as the number kept going up, each episode got better and better and better and better and better, and eventually reached a peak where I was like, okay, this is easily top 5, top 3 animes ever. After finishing the anime, I kind of got like really depressed, because I was sitting there like, okay, when is a show like this gonna pop back up? Anyways, moving on though, Steins Gate, like after a couple of months, after I marinated a little bit, it was still one of my favorite animes ever. And then I heard about Steins Gate 0. I never messed around with the visual novels for Steins Gate. Even with manga, I'm personally a person that enjoys anime. I enjoy the visual aspect of all of it. I like seeing how it's portrayed, in anime form. I don't read manga that often. Not saying I won't ever read manga or visual novels or anything, but I prefer my entertainment when it comes to these things to be in anime form or cartoon form. Hopefully you can understand that. But when I heard the news about how Steins Gate 0 was coming out in April of 2018, I freaked out. I was like, okay, more Steins Gate, that's really good. I remember I was having a conversation with Jordan about Steins Gate, and he told me how the whole synopsis of Steins Gate 0, from what he knew anyways, was an entire anime about how Kurisu, he was trying not to spoil me, he was saying it's an entire anime about how Kurisu is just not there, pretty much. It's in a timeline where Kurisu does not exist, or she did exist, but she's dead. So continuing though, we do get into Steins Gate 0. The anime comes out, first episode releases, and I'm like, okay, that was a really good first episode. But at the same time, I was still thinking in the back of my head, like, okay, how is this anime going to compare to Steins Gate? How is it going to compare to Steins Gate? Because I was kind of like on it. I was like, okay, this anime is probably not going to be as good as the regular Steins Gate, but it might be. So I'm gonna be open-minded about this. We'll see how it goes, because like I said, I did not go ahead and play the visual novel. I was going into this completely blind, did not read any spoilers, anything. So then, I believe it was around episode 8 where it really started to kick in, and it got to the point, this anime got to the point where it was like, oh, what? It started connecting a lot to some things that were in the original Steins Gate. It really started kicking in around episode 8, episode 7, and I was like, okay, this anime is getting really good. It's getting really, really good. And then we get to the point which is what caused me to make this video, the greatness that is episode 21 of Steins Gate 0. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I did not think that this anime was going to be better than Steins Gate. I'm at the point right now, maybe this is just a honeymoon phase. You know how when you first watch an episode of a really good anime, watch a really good episode of a really good anime, and you're like, oh, this is best episode ever, best thing ever. I don't know if it's that, but we'll see how it compares, 2 weeks, a month from now. But right now, honestly, in my head, I'm genuinely thinking Episode 21 of Steins Gate 0 is one of the best anime episodes I have ever watched. I never thought they would get as big of a reaction out of me as they did when I saw Hohin Kiyoma return. And that's really crazy to me because just this weird version of Okabe returning is so, it puts a big smile on my face, man. I don't know how to explain it with words. It just puts a big smile on my face. Everything about episode 20 and episode 21 was amazing. Like, I love that they even went back to the whole war story with Suzuha, explaining a little bit about exactly what was going on there. We got a lot of insight about how the future was, how bad it really was, and Okabe time leaped over 3,000 times to freaking come back and fix all of it, or attempt to fix all of it rather. This anime is really getting to a point where the story is just insane. It's actually insane, and I don't find myself often in points where I'm like super duper confused or where I'm really questioning a lot of things, because they always manage to explain it in a clear and understanding way. Of course, it's time travel. It's not the easiest thing to understand, but you are able to understand it, and that's the important thing, because with a lot of animes, with a lot of games, any form of really entertainment, when they try to talk about time travel, it always gets to a point where they end up contradicting themselves. It gets really confusing, and it just ends up becoming this whole big mess the further along they go with it. With Steins Gate, it has not gone to that point. The pacing has been on point, the storytelling's been on point, and the characters, like, I did not think that I was going to be that connected to the characters as I am now, and this anime has actually gotten me to a point where I would find myself tearing up at certain scenes. And when an anime or any form of entertainment is able to bring that out of me, like, it's good. It's really good. The crazy thing about it too is I don't think Steins Gate is necessarily like a super popular anime. I know it is a popular visual novel. Steins Gate does have a very cult-like following of people who adore this anime and will praise it to no ends, and I'm one of those people, man. I'm gonna be honest, I'm one of those people. This anime has gone to the point where it's probably my favorite anime. It's honestly like might be my favorite anime. Growing up with Dragon Ball, growing up with a little bit of Bleach, Naruto, or Erased, or other things like that, I've watched a lot of anime. I'm not going to name each individual one, but just growing up watching all these animes, I have not watched an anime at all that's like Steins Gate, and Steins Gate is actually one of the best animes I've ever watched, and I'm making this video to tell people that, because you guys need to know. And if you have not watched Steins Gate, please watch this anime. You are not doing yourself a favor by not watching it. Do yourself a favor and watch this anime. Please do so, because you will not regret it. You will come out of this anime loving it. I'm gonna promise you that much, because if you don't, then there's honestly something wrong with you. I'm not trying to be that guy, but there's something wrong with you if you don't find entertainment or don't find any enjoyment out of this anime. I'm sorry. Episode 21 of Steins Gate was insane. It was amazing. And I've always wanted to make the Steins Gate video ever since I first finished the original anime Steins Gate. But I never found the courage to, go out and do it, because I've always been iffy on making anime content. But really, this episode has pushed me to my limits. I have to talk about this with someone, with multiple people, whoever. I need to talk about this publicly. This anime is great. Go watch it now. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.